Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 34 of the Great Cleanup. They're happening just about every day, these video episodes. This one I think I'll be posting on the Wednesday, which will make 18 days to go. It's currently Monday. I'm posting another one tomorrow, so I'm trying to keep up with what's going on. I've got the ute back down here. We're going to finish emptying the shipping container this episode, and I thought you'd like to see some of the more interesting treasures I'm dragging out of it. And we're about to take one load home now. Hope to get back today to get another load. I am running out of time. We have to go to Shepparton this afternoon. I have to get an ultrasound on my shoulder. I'm holding the phone in my right hand, but my left hand is holding up my right hand. So it's a bit of a challenge, but we're overcoming it. I'm still managing to be fairly productive. Let's have a look at what we've found in the container this time. We're getting towards the back of it. There's a lot of boxes of just general bric-a-brac that I've taken out this stage. Bric-a-brac just being random household stuff. I do remember buying a heap of boxed stuff out of a guy's shed once, and he was in another town and his wife worked at the local op shop, and they used to bring a lot of stuff home. So I'm not even really sure what a lot of it is. There's a lot of glass and china, a few vintage games. I honestly have no idea what's in these boxes. This looks like early books. TV Week, dated 1975. A lot of the retro stuff, is that Bay City Rollers? Oh my god. A lot of the retro stuff is quite valuable and collectible now. There's I think that's I had a look before, that's a men's grooming set, brushes and shavers and things. I don't know what's in half these little boxes. I don't think there's anything. That's just an empty box, quite modern. There's a fairly early print there in a nice frame. There's some 1920s radios or parts thereof. Lots of random boxes, and I don't have time to open them all. There's, oh look, this is interesting. Some more grooming stuff. The Ford Motor Company Plant Fire Team. Now I think that would have been in Geelong. Don't know what date. It's a tin badge, probably 1950s or 60s. So there's going to be lots of little curios. I've got some more stuff on the trailer here. A big shelving rack there, which will be handy in my shed at home to stack these boxes back on. Some more engines. Justin, a local guy, asked me about this Honda engine. I bought that from a garage sale years ago. The guy was apparently a mechanic, and it supposedly had new rings in it and everything. That was his garage sale price. I didn't pay that. I bought the whole lot. I like to do bulk deals sometimes. And it's actually an 11 horsepower vintage Honda, so it's a real genuine Honda. It's not a Chinese copy, and it's an electric start model as well. So Justin, if you see this, come and see me and you can maybe try it out. I think he wants a saw bench motor. This looks like an old writing box. Yep, so we're going to look at a lot of this stuff when we unpack it down the track. I don't have time to go through all the boxes. As fun as it is, you know, I like to have a look, but you really have to be a bit disciplined with your time. More stuff there, a lot of glassware wrapped in old newspaper. Really cute old stool. I like that stool. So you can see we're almost at the back wall, and there's some really interesting stuff at the back. A lot of this stuff came from an old farm shed, and I can remember doing the deal, and a lot of it just got moved very quickly. Now I can see an old radio up there. There's some old alarm bells, jerry cans, a timber pulley. Up the top of the jerry cans, it looks like a 1960s ashtray stand, and the one at the front's probably 1930s, more Art Deco. There's a milk separator or a cream separator there. They're always popular. Looks like another console radio, a large wrought iron fire screen, huge cast iron boiling pot. They're always popular. Same with the cast iron kettles. There's a Bakelite radio, probably a Philips, I'd suggest. And as for in these boxes, look, it's anyone's guess. Some really nice big old pulleys here. They always look great. Industrial stuff is really popular. Don't know what's in those boxes. Absolutely don't know. And some of these crates down here. I've got the crates numbered, and I found a book inside where I'd actually listed what was in each crate, and there was some pretty cool stuff. So we might unpack a couple of those crates just at the end of this video to show you some cool things. Underneath this blanket is a huge glass. It's actually a light shade, and if those of you that have been following my channel will remember me talking about a cast iron street lamp that I have down the middle of the yard. This is the original glass that goes on it. So I will be restoring that one day, and it probably will go home. I'm not sure what's in this wardrobe here. Generally I fill things to the top, And this looks full to the top. Absolutely no idea what's in any of these boxes. If I had to guess for $1 million, I'm sure I wouldn't. So I don't know. Let's have a look. Well, obviously I'll unpack them next trip. We'll have a bit of a peek in the top of them. At this stage, before I run out of time, Coco and I are going to take this trailer and ute home and put it in our storage shed. It's the next day and we've loaded the ute and trailer with another load home, and we have not got very much left to go in here. I've got to the back wall. I'll show you in a couple of those crates in the tick. There's a box of interesting glassware and crystal there. Are really cool. You know I like vintage hi-fi gear. This one's a 1974 by the sticker. Untested. It's a Sansui amplifier, so that's a cool one that I'll take home and see if I can get operational. And underneath this rag it appears that there's a turntable, a vintage turntable, and I've got Lenco L75, probably late 60s, early 70s, and I believe it's a rare and sought after model. So I told you I stashed some good stuff in here. There's a couple of nice Shell oil boxes, and I haven't really got into the rest. Let's have a look in the trailer just before I take it home, and we'll wind this video up now, and we'll probably do the next episode in just getting the last of it out. I have to do it in the next day or two because the guys basically wants to come and move it. In these boxes we have some early Aussie books, some garters. These are normally Department of Defence. They're often stamped. World War One era ones, I can't see any stamp on those, but World War One era ones can get pretty good money. There's a really nice old AGA enamelled iron in excellent condition, a meat cleaver, and it's a Sheffield made one, I. Wilson. Really nice, good, heavy, solid meat cleaver. There's a insulator there that must be rare. There's a, look at this, a Rosella soup yo-yo, a tin plate yo-yo. There's a vintage Fanta one, probably from the 70s. They're quite valuable. This looks like a telephone little generator box. We have some probably 1980s Game Boy type things. They're very collectible now. A Nintendo one, a Shell cast iron petrol station cover. So anything garage and earlier tends to get good money. I'm not sure what's wrapped up in the paper. We won't dig too deep at the moment. Just to give you a bit of a taste of some cool stuff. How's this for a door knocker? Solid brass, looks like an Egyptian theme door knocker. That will not be a reproduction. That's a nice early one. There's some more brass in here, or cast iron. What's this? That looks like a deer doorstop. Probably cast brass, maybe cast iron. I'd need to get a magnet on it. They do a lot of reproductions of those things now, but these ones would be original. I want to see what's under this bubble wrap. Oh, what's this? A battery, a rectifier, a glass jar rectifier, Bakelite top. And what's in this bubble wrap here? Oh, it's one of the early Bakelite pyramid phones. 1930s, looks in great condition. They used to bring $200 to $300 on eBay. I don't know what's in these boxes. Oh, military headphones perhaps. Certainly looks military. And this box here is a sight reflector. What's a sight reflector? Gun sight. Okay, so it's a gun sighter. Off a large gun, I suppose, like a anti-aircraft weapon. It's probably World War II, thereabouts. Pretty cool piece. And down the bottom it looks like, oh, it's a boot scraper. I can't quite get it out, but it's a really nice large boot scraper. Alright, we'll have to have a better look at this another time. Let's take this home, and I'll try and do one more load quickly before we finish up today. Okay, we'll actually finish this episode up now. I've only got 20 minutes to take this home and swap vehicles. I'm going to bring the van back and try and finish here. But we'll finish this episode up now. I do have to go off and see the doctor. I had an ultrasound on my shoulder yesterday and the news isn't good. Apparently I've torn a tendon, and it's not just a strain, it's a tear. So it's actually broken. The ultrasound guy explained to me that it's the reason why your arm won't lift any higher than a certain height is that if you imagine your muscles and your body mechanics in terms of pulleys, ropes and springs, he said, you've broken the rope. How can you possibly lift your arm up? So it's not ideal because it probably will mean surgery to fix it. It probably is going to mean the rest of this year out from table tennis. We won't be able to go to any rock and roll dances. I don't know how long the recovery is, but I'm probably going to have surgery, and I don't have time in the next 18 days to do it. So I am limited. I can lift fine down low, but I just have to use my left hand when I'm up high. I'm holding the camera with my right arm, but again, I'm resting it on something because it's broken. It just, the arm's not broken as in a bone, but the tendon's basically in two parts. So not good news at all. I've just got to put up with it. It's what's happened. It's what's been dealt to me, and I've got to play the cards that have been dealt to me. So we'll keep forging ahead. Thanks for watching, guys. Next episode coming very soon. We'll see you then. Bye for now.